Y'all come on in, come on in. Boy, it's getting crazy out here. I told you guys, it's crazy out here. So, if you watched my last video, I told you guys that it's not here. Okay, I'm so glad the beef is not in my direction. Okay, I do not have beef with anyone, and I would like to keep it like that. I understand though how beef works because beef can give you a lot of subscribers. It can get you a lot of attention depending on what type of work you're into or what you're doing. Or it could just stress you out and entirely and just make you want to just be like just give up on life. So beef can do a lot of different things to different people. And when I'm talking about beef, I'm talking about the beef between Jaguar Wright and Lionel B, and Jaguar Wright and Adria English, and Jaguar Wright and Jane Doe Lamisha. I forgot her last name. So yeah, y'all, it's just a lot. Okay. So I made a video earlier today talking about Lionel B did a reaction video to the beef that he's been receiving. So you guys, it goes deep, okay? Lionel B made the video. If you don't know, let me just summarize this up for you and just get you caught up and up to date on what's going on. So, Lionel B, who is a YouTuber, he has a huge following and he knows a lot of people, celebrities, and people that's not celebrities, right? So, Lionel B did an interview on his YouTube channel with Adria English. Adria English is the Diddy accuser who was dropped from lawyer. Her lawyer dropped her for some reason. We're not quite sure what happened there. The lawyer hasn't made a statement as to why she dropped her, but Adria English said that she left that lawyer because she felt like she wasn't getting the respect and treatment that she needed. She said that the lawyer was doing interviews on her behalf and she was getting paid for the interviews, and Adria said that she didn't get any of that money. So all this is alleged, but that's what Adria said, and that can be it can be verified that she said it because she said that on a couple of platforms. And I believe Lionel B's platform was the first platform I heard her say anything about that. The lawyer who was going to represent her. Okay, so let's get to it now. Follow me. So then Lionel B, after he did the interview with Adria, he did an interview with a Jane Doe, supposedly. She called herself Jane Doe Misha, which is strange to me because if you're a Jane Doe, you usually don't give your name, but I don't know. Okay, we're going to just go with what we know. All right. Again, I said this is all alleged. I don't really know this. I just know what I saw and heard, and what the rumor is. That's it. Right. So on Lionel B's channel, he did an interview with both Adria English and Jane Doe Lamisha. I'm going to just call it what he called it, what she calls it. Okay. It doesn't make sense, but whatever. Follow me. Follow me. So, Jaguar Wright came out and said that Adria and Lamisha stories she suspects they're not truthful. And she feels like Lionel B maybe works for Diddy. And so that's why these stories, while Lionel B is the only one or the first one who came out with both of these stories, and maybe he's putting the narrative out there that it's a whole bunch of victims just to like dirty the pool, I guess. So I guess Lionel B is saying that Jaguar Wright is making these claims, and he called them foolish. He said she's making these claims because her views on her channel is not making getting a lot of views. So he feels like maybe she's putting this heat out here and putting this hate out here because she's not getting any clicks and views. So he feels like she's doing this for clicks and views. He also, Lionel B that is, had something to say about the dopest nerd, the lady Natalia, aka Ebony. She is the one who says that allegedly, and I'm trying to be careful on my wording here, allegedly, Natalia, aka the dopest nerd, I'm gonna call her what's on her YouTube channel. It's the dopest nerd. She said that she was shot in the face by Diddy, and she saw him because she was looking at him face to face, and she saw that he shot her. Well, she did an interview soon as Lamisha went on Lionel B's show. The next day, she did a live stream with Lamisha. She didn't want to hear none of Lamisha's story. She basically, and she is the dopest nerd, she basically just wanted to, I guess, like give her comfort and let her know that she is a survivor as well. And I guess just let her know there's a circle that can support her. Pretty much that's what I got for the interview, because um, the dopest nerd didn't ask her any questions about what happened with Diddy. She just wanted to keep it on like a positive note or like a godly note, because she pretty much did a lot of praying for her, Lamisha that is. And she also included Jaguar on that call. So when Jaguar came on that live stream, I'm sorry, on the live stream, not call. But when Jaguar Wright came on the live stream, she wasn't like herself. And I know why she wasn't like herself when she got on that live stream. Because Jaguar and the dopest nerd are, I guess they're close. But Jaguar is also close with Gene Deal. I'm not sure how close she was with Kim Porter, but she has definitely been like an advocate for Kim Porter, especially when the book came out. Jaguar was like she didn't think that book should have been put out, and she felt like it made Kim Porter look very bad, which it did make her look bad. But, and I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty sure, and I don't know, I'm just guesstimating. I'm pretty sure Kim Porter did some things that she's not too proud about. But anyway, so when Jaguar Wright came on the live stream with the dopest nerd and Jane Doe Lamisha, Jaguar was kind of standoffish. And she was basically like, oh, yeah, well, you have a sister circle here. You know, we're all victims. You know, just give the dopest nerd a call if you want to get in touch with me. She didn't give her direct number. And I've seen Jaguar Wright give her direct information. Well, she didn't actually give her direct information on a live stream or video. She would say, oh, we'll talk. But she didn't say that with Lamisha. And I know why, because when Lamisha was interviewed by Lionel B, Lamisha made a couple of statements. She said that Kim Porter messed with her while she was underage. And she also said that Gene Deal gave her some evidence and then told her to not name him, but to call him a different bodyguard's name, which is weird, is all strange. You know, she didn't go into details explaining it because Lionel B didn't ask her anymore. He just let her tell her story and talk, and that's what she told us. So yeah. So anyway, so that's what had happened, right? And then so after the dopest nerd, which is Natalia, whatever it is, Ebony. After she did that interview with Lamisha, aka Diddy's Jane Doe, things got kind of strange. A lot of stuff started coming out saying that Lamisha wasn't being truthful and honest. I heard some talk about Lamisha not actually being the Jane Doe that had the DG shirt on. So it makes sense why Jaguar didn't want to get too close. She probably was concerned, like any person would be, because when you're naming people and when you're making these types of claims, that could get. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, we've heard of people being deleted, and y'all know what I mean when I say deleted, okay? So that's the dangerous game you're playing. And I remember seeing an interview with Lamisha and Jaguar came on Sean Atwood's channel, and she spoke to everybody on the channel except for Lamisha. And when she did that, I already knew something was going on. There was a problem. So Jaguar told Lamisha on that channel that she needs to be quiet. She needs to not say anything. She needs to keep her mouth shut because it would be safer for her. And so I felt concerned too because, if she doesn't have protection in any way, like a lawyer or anything, that could be very serious, not having a lawyer at least, or some type of protection to protect you from anybody, any type of danger, you know? But Jaguar telling Lamisha that she needed to shut up, I felt like it was because maybe Jaguar don't believe her story. So after all that was said, it seemed like Jaguar Wright and Lamisha was okay. And in that interview on Sean Atwood's channel, Jaguar Wright said that she doesn't believe Adria English. So I guess she was trying to say that her beef is mainly with Adria for some reason. So, and then Lamisha was kind of making it seem like Adria told her story first and put the information out there and put her, told the story about her, and she didn't want to do that. So it's just a lot of pieces to this puzzle, right? But stay with me and you'll understand. So what happened was before Lamisha came out and did any interviews and introduced herself to the world, Adria English was doing multiple videos, and in her videos she said that there was a victim that she knew of that was underage at the time when she was at the Diddy parties. She said that this underage victim, allegedly, all this is alleged, Adria English said that this individual that was underage at the time she was involved with the Diddy parties and everything, because if you don't know, Adria English said that she was a paid worker for Diddy and she used to work the parties. So Adria said on a couple of channels or doing interviews that she saw Lamisha multiple times. She even said she slurped the strawberry off her boob. So that should sound familiar because she said that a lot. And then she said that Lamisha was racketed and with the T and rugged with the D. And she was saying all this stuff, and then we were like, oh wow, so this Jane Doe we already know about. We were wondering, like, well, where is she? Like, is she going to come forward and tell her story? And then the next thing you know, dun 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 dun, here go this Jane Doe Lamisha. And then Lamisha is the one who did interviews and verified that, or said that she was the Jane Doe with the DG shirt on who was sitting on Diddy's lap in a couple of pictures. So if you Google those pictures of the girl sitting on Diddy's lap, probably is the only picture you'll see that'll pop up. So Lamisha then came out and said, oh yeah, that was me with the DG shirt on. And I was also in the picture on the table with food on me, and people were eating food off me and worshiping my body and things of that nature. Lamisha said all this, okay? So follow me. So now all the beef has started between Jaguar and Adria and Jaguar and Lamisha. So I felt like Jaguar and Lamisha kind of like squashed the beef. They didn't say they squashed it. It just looked like Jaguar was like, oh, okay, so Adria started all this. So it looks like Jaguar wanted then to put all her attention on Adria. So Adria did a video on All Access Viral Network, which is Mike Larry's network, or I'm sorry, YouTube channel. I'm talking about network. But so she did an interview on there and said that she doesn't have a problem with Jaguar Wright, and Lamisha is the liar because she's pretty much trying to start beef or whatever between them all. Just got very crazy, right? This is just a lot. It's just getting really messy. Messy. During this time where so much beef going on in the YouTube streets and for the far as the celebrities and all, it's just adding to the beef. So let's see here. Okay, so then Lionel B did an interview today and said and spoke his truth, because I was wondering, and I said this last week, is Lionel B going to come out and say something? Because it's a lot of talk in the YouTube street saying that Lamisha is a liar and Adria is a liar. And I really wanted to hear from Lionel B because, he could pretty much put everything together and make it all make sense, right? So Lionel B just did an interview today. He came out and said that Adria English and AKA Jane Doe Lamisha are, they spoke their truth on his network, on his channel, I'm sorry. And he says that he believes them. He also said that he spoke with Lamisha and she told him that, okay, let me go back. Let me back up. So what happened yesterday, and I saw this at the end of day yesterday, right? So I saw it very late. So there is a lawyer company called Wigdor. And Wigdor is saying that they put out a statement saying that the girl who claimed to have the DG shirt on that's sitting on Diddy's lap, is not the Jane Doe that we're representing. We do not know her. We don't have anything to do with her. So, with that being said, I mean, you already can assume, okay, now something's going on here, because we know there was a female sitting on P Diddy's lap who had the DG shirt on. It was a black shirt with white writing. So that person who's in that video is being said to be a Jane Doe and is being represented by a lawyer company called Wigdor. Wig, like wig. Door. DOR. So do you see the confusion here? Because Lamisha said that she was in the DG shirt sitting on Diddy's lap and they took a picture. So you see what the problem is here? So Lionel B said he spoke with Lamisha and asked her about, what's going on there, because of course there's a lawyer made a statement saying that you are not his client. Of course, we know Lamisha said to everybody that she does not have representation from a lawyer, right? Okay, follow me. So Lionel B said Lamisha told him that Kim Porter gave her that DG shirt, and that's why she had the shirt on, and that she's not sure what really happened because she was given that shirt by Kim Porter. Now, if you guys remember, and if you all are following the story, because I am, okay, I'm following the story, right? So Lamisha on Lionel B's channel said that that picture that is circulating is of her, that has the female with the DG shirt on sitting on P Diddy lap. She said on his show that that's her sitting on his lap. Lamisha also said that she was the one in the video that's circulating on the table with the food all on her body. So when Lionel B asked her about being on that table with food all on her body and being worshiped and people eating food off her body and she's underage, she told him that now this isn't like an interview or anything. He just did a regular YouTube video telling us what he talked to Lamisha about. So Lionel B said that Lamisha told him that it was about three or so girls who were at those parties bare naked, butt naked. So, and he said that Lamisha gave him, sent him, or I'm sorry, exile all of that. Lionel B said that Lamisha showed him a picture of her on the table. And he said it from what he saw, it looked like Lamisha. So now we didn't verify, we haven't seen these pictures, but if you do remember, Lamisha was saying that there are some pictures on the black market that are circulating of her. And she also said that no lawyer would accept her case. And she also said and made it clear that Lionel B helped her find a lawyer. Now, rumor is that lawyer is Lionel B's sister-in-law. I'm not quite sure if that's true or not, but I do know that Lamisha said that on one of the interviews she did, and I believe it was the one she did with Jaguar Wright on Sean Atwood's channel, and she said she was able to find representation because Lionel B helped her out, and then she said that is Lionel B's sister-in-law. So I'm not quite sure if any of that is true because Lionel B hasn't confirmed that. And so we just don't know right now. So Lionel B also said that he believes Adria English story. He believes Lamisha story because, hi Dwight, how are you? Yes, my brother. So yeah, it's just a lot of beef and messiness. Okay? Because Lionel B is really going in on Jaguar Wright. And I'm thinking like Jaguar, just like anyone else, has the right to be suspicious about certain information. I mean, Lionel B was going in on Jaguar about her not being there for her son, being locked up in the past, having a mental illness, and things of that nature. It just got very, very messy. And he even went on to say, to talk junk about the dopest nerd. And I don't remember hearing her say anything about Lionel B. So, he said that the dopest nerd, after he contacted her, she requested $5,000 to be on his show. And he said that when he asked her why she would request that amount, and she said, because if you want me to come on your show, then in person, because he said he asked her to come on the show in person and like fly her in and stuff. And she said no, she would have to be retained $5,000 because she didn't trust, him and whether or not, he would be setting her up or something because she heard that he was working with Diddy. And Lionel B said that's not true. He has not been working with Diddy in any capacity. He said all his other videos were showing, going against Diddy. So he hasn't now turned around and, changed how he felt and is now working for Diddy and his team. He said, no, that is not true. Okay? It's not true. So, yeah, it has been a while. You must be busy. You must have been busy. But yeah, like I had a busy day and it's cold. It's warm in my room now because I got the door closed. But earlier it was just cold and I could not get it warm. So I had my comfy robe on because it just feels good in the house. I could have put a sweater on, but I'm in the house, so whatever. Anyway, so yeah, you guys, it's just getting very messy. And I'm thinking we all supposed to be working together, but I understand at the same time that having this YouTube beef, especially with a person like Jaguar Wright, can set you up for gaining a lot of followers or at least getting a lot of views on your channel. And Lionel B did make that clear that he has gained 76,000 viewers since he had Lamisha and Adria on his channel. Right, right. It is cold. Yeah, it's real cold. 76,000 subscribers since he had Adria and Lamisha on his channel. Okay? Can I get some of them subscribers? Okay? And speaking of subscribers, you guys, please subscribe to my channel and hit that thumbs up if you like the video, if you appreciate the content here. So if you don't know, I'm just here to let you know and get you updated and catch you up to what is going on, right? Thank you so much, Dwight. I know you subscribe. I'm not talking about you. But but yeah, so like it's just real messy. And Lionel B got even messier and said that on his interview, on his video he did today, he said that the guy Ronnie B, who is going around doing interviews saying that he was a cellmate of R. Kelly, is not actually a cellmate of R. Kelly. He's saying that that guy is lying. What do you guys feel like about that? What? Now that's hard to believe. That's hard to believe. At the same time, I don't know. It could be believable. But Lionel B, I mean, he just opened a whole can of worms. I didn't even know he was so confrontational like that. Like in his little voice. Like he has such a little voice. But yeah, so I was surprised that he said Ronnie B is a fraud because that's a serious claim there. To say that all this information Ronnie B has been putting out is not truthful because he wasn't a cellmate of R. Kelly. Now, the only one who could verify that would be R. Kelly, right? Because anybody can talk junk or say anything. So I guess, it's just a mess out here. So, I mean, just putting all that salt in the game right there is just making me feel like what in the world is going on? Is everybody out here just doing things for clicks and views? Now, don't get me wrong. I am doing this YouTube channel so I can get monetized. But please believe I'm not going to come on here and give some false information that I know is not true. Okay, because we're gonna talk about it. I'm on here expressing myself just like I would with anyone I know. So my purpose is not to come out here and do things for clicks and views. I don't do that. I don't have time for that. Okay, and I'm not going to do it. So but I can understand how other people do have time for that because Lionel B said, and he showed his analytics, and it showed that he has gained 76,000 subscribers. It was not 7,000 subscribers, you guys. 76 subscribers since he did that interview with Adria English. So you can understand how somebody would be out here lying in these YouTube streets, right? It makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense. It's just weird to me. It's very strange and weird because when the truth come out, then what you look like? you know. And with Lionel B, at the same time, he's only been given this information from these victims, so-called victims, or whatever you want to call it. But is it his fault if he's been given misinformation and he actually believes it? Is it his fault then? I don't know. I know you guys will leave a message in the comment section and let me know what y'all think, because it can get pretty heated in the comment section. I don't have too many people on my lives, but when I do close out the lives, I usually have about 70 something people who watch my videos, and which I'm proud of. I'm so happy that someone is watching, and that I have people that I guess I bond with, like Dwight. But yeah, you guys, it just seems unbelievable that, it's just so much beef going on out here. Speaking of beef, UMG has made a statement saying they're up for the beef with Drake. They are ready for the beef with Drake. Poor Drake. Drake. Okay, my fellow, or his fellow Canadian friend Dwight. Drake. Drake, oh my goodness. If Drake just don't go sit down somewhere, why would you even waste your money? Because I'm telling you, we all know what happens when people put out a lawsuit. Some mess end up coming out about them. And I would just hate to see Drake just go down even further and be a part of some Diddy type mess, because, Kendrick Lamar did say in the song that it was some PD file stuff that Drake is into and stuff, and his whole crew and stuff. And they're on rugs with the D and all. So I wouldn't even touch that. I would have just let that go, just swallow my pride, let that go. You see, you don't hear nothing else from Lil Wayne. He said what he had to say and he moved on. He ain't got that. He don't want the beef, and I like that. I don't like to see the celebrities or anybody be back and forth with all that beef. I understand. I understand. But at the same time, I hate to see the beef between, the people that make the music that we like, the artists. It's real hard to see them battle and have beef with each other. That's bad. It really is. That's bad. And you guys, I don't know if it's like Groundhog's Day or the butterfly effect or something, but why I thought I remember hearing that Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence children were married already. I'm hearing a lot of stuff now about them getting together, but I swear I thought I already heard they were married or just got married within a couple of months. I'm like, okay, because my daughter was telling me that, and I was like, yeah, I thought they were already married. But maybe another one of Eddie Murphy's children just recently got married within a 2 or 3 months ago or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm a psychic and I'm seeing the future. I don't know. But I swear I already heard that information before. But reports are coming out now, a lot of reports saying that Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence children are dating. Who cares? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah. Yeah. Speaking of beef, okay? Now, Wendy Williams' family has been beefing with the Sabrina lady who is the guardian of Wendy Williams. Well, Wendy Williams' family is saying that Wendy Williams is not incapacitated and she does understand what's going on and she's actually doing better. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know what to believe when it comes to Wendy Williams. I just know it looked bad, especially with that documentary. Have you guys watched that documentary? That was hard for me to see Wendy Williams like that because we never saw her like that before. So it was real hard for me to see Wendy Williams in that light. And you know, a lot of people hate Wendy Williams because she talked a lot of junk about everybody. But to be honest, she ain't really said nothing that I didn't think, like so I don't know. I just feel like she was doing her job as a journalist, asking those questions that needed to be asked or saying the rumors that she heard. That just seemed like regular coverage for me or regular content. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's rough. Oh, and then Snoop Dogg's daughter just got married, and it's rumored that Snoop Dogg gave his daughter $1 million. Let's see. Are you asking me how do I feel about that? Okay, I'll tell you. I'm worried. It is very cold. It's like in the 50s here. And supposed to just get even colder at night, like 40s. So yeah, it's very cold. But I'm worried about Snoop Dogg because his name has been caught up in the Diddy mess when it came to that Kim Porter's book. And then, Suge Knight has been saying Snoop Dogg's name and not putting it in a good light there. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure that he have $1 million to give his daughter at this time. I guess it's too late because he already gave it to her. But I just hope I don't see Snoop Dogg in some mess later on as well. Because in that Kim Porter's book, supposedly Snoop Dogg was the one who gave the hit or said the okay or something. If you read the book, you'll see what I'm talking about. And so in the Chris Todd book, he has the name like X'd out. But Courtney Burgess, who says he is the one who had the original documents and information, and he said he put the original book out that didn't move nowhere. But he says that that was Snoop Dogg. And in the book, it said that Snoop Dogg had spent a night. He was in a relationship or in a in how can I say it? I gotta be careful how I say stuff. Said that he was messing with Diddy. In the book, it says in Courtney Burgess' book, he says that Diddy was messing with Snoop Dogg and Snoop Dogg was smoking. He came out the room almost butt naked. And Diddy told him, yeah, so go ahead and handle everything, make sure everything is taken care of. And I took that to mean that he mean the hit on Tupac. And then, even though Diddy has this whole case that he's battling right here, it hasn't even started yet because the trial starts next year. But he still have that case with what's the guy name? He still have that case with in the Tupac case. Actually, it's two cases that he will be involved in because I believe Tupac's family members have hired Jay-Z lawyer to represent them to take Diddy down for being responsible for Tupac's death. And then, Diddy is involved in the case with the guy from Vegas, the guy who lives in Vegas. What is his name? The one who did all them interviews talking about, yeah, my nephew shot him. I was in the car. I was there. I was there. Why would you even want to do that? But people are desperate out here for attention. What is his name? I forgot the guy name, but anyway, the guy who is in Vegas and who said that Diddy paid him, or said that he would pay him $1 million to take out Tupac, but then he never did pay him. But so yeah, so Diddy has that case, and then he has Tupac's family that's coming after him. So after this whole trial thing, and then he has all those cases that Attorney Busby have against him. And Attorney Busby is with the mess, okay? He's been out here making statements. He said that there's been, and he posted a statement on his social media, their social media page for the law firm. He's saying that he's making claims that there is somebody that is harassing his previous employees and current employees and questioning them about their involvement in the Diddy case, and pretty much are trying to get some dirt on attorney Busby, that's in Texas, in Houston, Texas. Woo woo, Houston. Okay. They're saying, Busby is saying that his former employees are being harassed and some of his current employees are being harassed. And he's not sure where it's coming from or why the people have been sent to like try to discredit him in any way, but he feels like it's coming from New York. So what that mean? Now that's some shade, okay? Because we all know who's in New York. And then you guys know that Christian Combs has just recently been served with a lawsuit for the essay of a yacht employee or employee who was on the yacht when some time ago when they were on the yacht. So, Poe Christian, he's getting involved in his daddy's mess, or he's been involved in his daddy mess. I've even heard of reports that, and I believe that was Gene Deal who actually did an interview with Art of Dialogue. Correct me if I'm wrong, but allegedly Gene Deal said that he believed a lot of those parties, especially in Miami, that Diddy's sons were throwing. And they were like at parties that was at clubs in the area, and then taking like a bus full of people back to the mansion, and then that's when the like after party started. So Gene Deal said that allegedly in an interview with the Art of Dialogue. So it's a lot. It's real messy. It's a lot going on. Yeah, let me know, you guys, how y'all feel about it. Thank you so much for listening to my commentary about all this messiness here. Let's see here. I believe that was all I had to say. Yeah, that was all the news that I had. Let me check one thing here. Let me see. And I believe I saw something about Diddy's team putting out or filing some paperwork with the court about some things that Diddy feel like he's been accused of unjustly. So I'm not quite sure, but let's see here. Okay, I thought it was something else that I was missing here to cover, but no, I don't see. Oh, I'm not sure if I updated you guys on the TD Jakes situation. He put out a defamation lawsuit against that guy who is claiming that he essayed him. And that guy is not backing down. He's not. And I think he wants the smoke. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm not. I just don't understand. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because I just don't understand. Like, if you like a certain, like, it's so many people that would be willing to be with you, no matter what your sexuality is. Why not find someone who's willing, and then get them to sign an NDA? Now, mind you, before this year, I didn't know much. I knew very little about NDAs, but it makes sense. Okay, I'm feeling like a celebrity right now. It makes sense to me. If you're going to mess with me, you're going to sign an NDA, because you're not going to be all out here telling all types of information, and we already know we doing this together. Now, mind you, that guy who's saying all this stuff about TD Jakes, I believe he was an adult at the time. He was not a child. Not to say that adults can't be assaulted in any way, but he could have definitely made a noise. He could have made a noise if he wanted to. I'm just wondering why now, but I guess a victim is a victim. When they choose to come out with their story, it just is what it is. So this is what we have to deal with, and I guess we could just wonder, because that's all we can do. Wonder why. Why now? Why now? And why? But it makes me wonder, okay, if the FBI trying to take down TD Jakes, and this is alleged, this is just the idea this is an idea from my dome, okay, from me. This is me just thinking. I wonder, it's nothing I know. Everything is alleged in this video, okay? It's all alleged, and please don't be harassing people that I talk about, or me, okay? Give me some slack. I'm trying to figure things out just like you, okay? But it could be that the FBI had been trying to look for a lot of people to go against Diddy. I'm just thinking. I don't know. So maybe that's why a lot of people are coming out and being involved in a lot of mess, because that's why a lot of people's secrets are coming out, because they wouldn't go against Diddy, maybe. I don't know. Excuse me, it's just a thought. And you guys, I'm not sure if you heard, but there was another racketing case, racketing ring that just got caught. That was this week. I believe that was Monday of this week in New Jersey. So that I know of, that's like the third one. The first one was the Florida incident. The second one was the Abercrombie and Fitch incident. And then the third one. This is New Jersey, real close to New York. So I'm just wondering. But they didn't give many details in the press conference that they did. They just talked about the people they took down, and that they're indicting. But they didn't talk about like the number of survivors they had. They did say the people were underage, and that they had a sting set up, and they know that these ex-racketers were getting underage people to meet them in a lot of different places, like hotels, and different places of that nature. So yeah. And that's New Jersey. And I like to talk about the racketing cases when I hear them, because a lot of people don't talk about them, and it needs to be talked about, because if you want to save the children, we got to knock out these racketers with the T, because they are a big problem. They are a big problem. And if they're getting their funding through whoever, they all need to be taken down because that's just that's a mess. And we need to protect the children. And not just for children, we need to protect people in general, right? We really do. And if they see that if the racketers with the T, if they see that, there is a whole network of people that send support of taking them down, hopefully they'll stop their mess, at least a little bit, or I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I hate to hear those stories, but I love to put the information out there because um, it's good news that those people get caught. Even though I feel like it's probably funded by some major companies or major celebrities, but who am I? I don't know. Anyway, that's just my opinion. This is all alleged in this video here. Let me know how you guys feel about the information I cover or anything. If it's something you want me to talk about, make sure you leave it in the comment section and we'll talk about it, okay? Just don't be coming after me like I'm the one who's doing any of this stuff because I'm not, okay? I'm trying to figure out what needs to be done, who is doing what, just like everybody else. That is it. All right, you guys. Well, this is it for this video here. If you guys have any comments, like I said, leave it in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel because my subscribers have went down. Well, they haven't went down, but I haven't really been receiving any subscribers. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong or what. I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, I'm not going to come out here and make up anything just for clicks and views. I'm going to give you as much as the honesty as I can give you, based on what I know. All I can give you is what I know. But anyway, you guys, thank you for my subscribers who are subscribed to my channel because I greatly appreciate it all. And thank you for the likes. I love to see those thumbs up and my analytics. It sounds funny to say because I didn't even think about analytics until I start doing YouTube. But yeah, you guys, and I want to have 1,000 subscribers by April of next year. So I'm feeling like I should have 1,000 subscribers by that time. So that's my goal here. So please subscribe to my channel and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching.